Eating a high-protein diet is crucial for burning fat, building muscle, preserving muscle, and controlling your hunger levels. In this video, let's go over 3 simple ways that you can increase your protein intake without necessarily increasing your calories. Let's do this. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm sure most of us would know by now that protein is by far the most important macronutrient. It supports muscle growth and repair. It is also the most satiating macronutrient, which means it's going to help you stay full for longer, which also means it aids with weight loss. It also has the highest thermic effect of food, which means your body burns more calories digesting and processing protein, which also means you burn more calories eating a high protein diet. So long story short, a high protein diet is very important, whether you're trying to lose weight, burn fat, build muscle, or just live a healthy lifestyle. So in this video, let's go over 3 simple ways you can bump up your protein intake without making massive changes to your diet and without necessarily increasing your overall calorie intake. So if you are ready to get this video started, show some love by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, leave a comment down below on the kind of videos you'd like to see, or if you have any questions, and I would be happy to answer it. With that being said, let's begin. First way to increase your protein intake is to use leaner sources of protein. Opt for leaner protein sources that are low in fat and calories but high in protein content. For example, instead of using chicken thighs or chicken drumsticks, which generally have about 5 to 8 grams of fat per serving, use chicken breasts. They are lower in fat and relatively have higher protein for the same amount of calories. Another example, instead of using 3 whole eggs to make an omelet, make the same thing using 1 whole egg and probably 2 egg whites. Again, lower in calories, but definitely higher in protein. The same goes with cheese. Instead of getting normal cheese, get fat-free cheese. Again, lower in calories, lower in fat, but higher in protein. And the same concept applies to paneer, curd, milk, yogurt, so on and so forth. Second way of increasing your protein intake, make smart ingredient substitutions. While I did cover a bit of this in the first point, where I spoke about replacing full fat products with fat-free versions, another thing I do want to talk about is being more wise about what's on your plate. For example, lunch. What most of us Indians typically have is a small bowl of some kind of dal along with some carbs, whether that can be either rice or roti. Mostly it's rice, and usually it's a huge plate of rice. Now, while the dal has good amounts of protein, it also has good amounts of carbs. On top of that, if you add rice, which is pretty much carbs, this meal becomes a high carb meal. Instead, what I like to do is, since I'm getting good amount of carbs from the dal already, I don't add rice to this meal. Instead, I'll add something that has a bit more protein, like paneer, to it. This way, I'm getting good amounts of carbs and protein from the dal, but I'm also getting moderate amounts of fat and protein from the paneer. So now, for pretty much the same amount of calories, this meal becomes a high protein meal instead of a high carb meal. And that's basically what I do for lunch pretty much every single day. I'll either have a green moon curry with paneer or some other form of dal like kala chana curry with paneer, and I personally feel that just makes so much more sense. And finally, the third simple way is to add more protein-rich snacks to your diet. This is an amazing hack to bump up your protein intake without necessarily bumping up your calories. Have more high-protein grab-and-go snacks at home. For example, Greek yogurt, protein bars, protein chips, prepackaged protein shakes, so on and so forth. This way, when you feel like munching on something or you want to have a snack, you grab one of these things instead of like normal chips, muffins, cookies, or whatever. Such a simple but effective hack, guys. And there you have it, guys. Eating a high protein diet has so many benefits, and you don't have to do crazy things to switch to a high protein diet. Just making these simple changes will go a long way in increasing your overall protein intake. So hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you did, please go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are looking for one-to-one high accountability coaching, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram and I would be happy to help. And until next time, guys, you take care, you stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.